This feud between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Donald Trump is it's a bit of a head scratcher. It feels like Marjorie Taylor Greene is like, okay, I think I'm going to moderate because I want to do something different. I don't want to be a representative. Maybe I want to be a senator. So let me center up this message. Let me shore up some of this support that I would get from more people than rather than just staunch conservatives up in Northwest Georgia. How do I win the entire state of Georgia? If you see where I'm going, Los.
Yeah, there's two things in play here. The one that you just perfectly articulated, I think she wanted to run for senator.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the reports are all correct, and there's been a multitude of people that have corroborated this, Donald Trump, as a friend, showed her the data that said, you're behind Ossoff by 20 points. You will not be a senator in the state of Georgia. Like, stand down. This ain't going to work. Now, to her credit or to her crime, we started talking about how we said something's afoot here last week. We said something's going on with Marjorie Taylor Greene with MTG where she is centering the message. So much so that I've heard other entities in town bring up, hey, I like how she sounds now.
Yeah. Which is exactly the reason she's doing it.
Which is exactly the reason why she did it. She went on The View. She did what she did. Now, keep in mind, there's a difference in what you say versus how you vote.
John Fetterman, perfect example.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, when it comes to the Trump agenda, is rated by Heritage Foundation and everyone else around who does this stuff.
Is it the Liberty score?
100.
Yeah.
That woman votes straight with Donald Trump. She went on Tucker Carlson like about 2 weeks ago, and she talked about the respect she has with Thomas Massie, which Massie is definitely a target of the administration, and talked about how we're two of the biggest supporters of Donald Trump.
And I like Thomas Massie, too.
It's like we are currently in this battle for who's going to influence the president. So, yeah, right now, you have this feud going. I don't think that Donald Trump cared for her going on The View. One bit.
It was odd. It did stick out like a sore thumb. And it didn't, if you're like me looking at it going, why would you go into the Lion's Den knowing that they hate your guts, they hate everything about you, and then glad hand with them? You know what I mean?
I also don't believe that it worked out when she started talking about her views of immigration policy in this country. I don't think those were helpful. Now, let's also talk about the other end of this, because this is where people are getting upset. Donald Trump playing golf with Lindsey Graham and endorsing Lindsey Graham. Now, what do we call him around here?
Lady Graham.
Lady Graham. Can't wait to bomb you. Why don't we bomb Iran again?
Can we do it again?
Can we send some more people? Can we send some young men and women into harm's way?
Yeah, I sure like to make a whole lot of money.
I sure like to see how many people we can kill. That's Lady Graham. All right, here's the ugly truth of how this works. You can't get anything done without Lady Graham. And I get it. Lady Graham spent her time after January 6th saying they were done with Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
All the things he's criticized about Donald Trump. Which way is the wind blowing?
Licks his finger, sticks it in the air.
The problem is, when it comes to working with the establishment, you cannot get anything big done without Lady Graham.
They need him more than they need Marjorie Taylor Greene.
That's the problem. And while I have a much stronger respect for Marjorie Taylor Greene, let me make this very clear.
Me too.
I respect her considerably more. I value her a lot more. I think what she brings to the table is important. But in comparison, I need the establishment if we're going to have the next wave of this stuff, and I believe that's going to be an attack on healthcare. I believe that Donald Trump is gearing up to go after healthcare, and you're going to need the establishment Republicans to go along with that.